Christina Forbes here, wife of seriously injured worker Lauren Forbes. So what you see here in front of you, other than my big holy track pants, is your basic WCB claim file. Stacks and stacks of paperwork. Oh, excuse me while I just kind of work this camera here a bit. So the big stack at the far left hand side is Lauren's medical file. We've got everything between transportation and taxi vouchers to correspondence between my travel to my favorite stack down here right by my knee, that one right there. Believe it or not, that one stack alone has either got 2 or 3 lines of writing on it, or it's entirely blank. Yes, that's right, people. In Lauren's claim file, I found entirely blank pieces of paper, and lots and lots and lots of them. So we got everything from F11 forms that physicians need to fill out, to claim log entries, to rehab papers, to stuff to WCAT, review division decisions, lots and lots of paperwork. And see, this amount of paperwork right here, believe it or not, is only for a claim that's a couple of years old. Now imagine what injured workers that have been dealing with WorkSafeBC for 5, 10, 15, 18 years, some of them. Do you imagine the boxes of paperwork that they deal with? When I picked this up at the post office, the box probably weighed about 65 to 75 pounds. That's just in paper. There's a lot of paperwork right there. And what I noticed when we got it from the lawyer is lots of her little notes and chicken scratches that she made stating that they received the claim file, you know, in disarray almost. Nothing really organized, just papers and stuff stuffed together. Took her, you know, one of her notes was the better part of a couple of hours to straighten out some of it. And then even when we got it from the lawyer and they tried straightening it out, it took me the better part of a couple of weeks just to get it to where it's at right now. And that big pile right over in between those 2 red folders there, I haven't even touched yet. That's just his medical file. Everything from rehab to x-rays to his original intake when he fell and hurt himself. Lots of paper over there. That's probably about almost a 4-inch thick pile of paper right there. Lots of paperwork, as you see. And this is what injured workers have to shuffle through and contend with on top of their injuries. So imagine, you know, trying to deal with your injuries and recover and worry about your bills, your wife, your kids, your mortgage, your car payments, your insurance, your hydro, your phone, your food, your loans. And then dealing with all that paperwork to fight reviews and decisions made by adjudicators. I mean, it's no joke. Injured workers do a tremendous amount of paperwork, and it's so sad to see. But there it is, you know, like it's crazy. Absolutely crazy how they get it. You know, all messy. There it all is, you know, and this is only a claim, like I said, that's just coming on to the 3-year mark now. Yeah, that's it. That's just 3 years. I know I've seen other injured workers mention on boards across the country, you know, other injured worker boards, where they've requested their claim file and it's come Purelator or FedEx or however, and there's like 5 or 10, 15 boxes in the case of one lady that I was talking to, you know, 15 boxes. Could you imagine shuffling through 15 boxes of that? I couldn't even wrap my head around this box. It took me forever. But this is really all I wanted to do with this video, is just kind of show the amount of paperwork. And as you've seen from John the Fellow's videos as well, if you've been watching those, and hopefully you have, you know, he's been dealing with it as long as Lauren has, and his paperwork is astronomical, you know, given the nature of his injuries and all that, right? Of course it would be, you know. And this is nothing. I mean, you triple that by a couple of years more, you know, 10-year mark, and that's, good Lord, you'd be dealing with an 8-inch thick piece of medical file there. That's just crazy. The ones in the middle are all my travel, and the small ones at the back are all wage loss and vocational rehabilitation payment stubs and so on and so forth. I love that stack at the bottom. Just lots and lots of blank paper, or just stupid little things that say, you know, duplicate document section or whatever. You know, a recommendation for budgets and so on and so forth like that. What else we got over there? Electronic Form 11s. Those are what your physicians and surgeons and specialists fill out to forward on to workers' compensation. There's some good things in those Form E11 forms, I tell you that. And medical opinions and stuff for WCAT, and the list just goes on and on and on. Well, this is really all I have to say about that. Look at all that paperwork. Just, it's insane. And you also do get this on disc too. I wish I could show you on some of the disc stuff, because we've got like 12 discs of Lauren's claim file, and I know, pardon me, excuse me, I'm just trying to work this stupid little camera here. There we go. And I know that, you know, this is not 12 discs of paperwork. There's stuff in that claim file on disc that's actually been blacked out. What I'm going to try and do in future videos is upload, I'll take shots and stuff of individual things that are on the claim file, and I'll show you, you know, blacked out sections of his claim file. You know, no freedom of information, none of that. But there you go, people. That is just your basic run-of-the-mill, you know, more seriously injured worker claim file. That's just coming on the 3-year mark right there. Yes, in fact, injured workers do put up with a lot of paperwork. So, you know, and this is what they've got to contend with at the same time as trying to get better. Excuse me while I try and flip this back onto my computer. So they've got to fight with this at the same time as dealing with their injuries. It's something else. So, you know, if you've got any video responses, please share your videos. I know you guys are scared, some of you, you know, because your claim is sort of kind of going all right, and you don't really want to voice anything. But you know what, with YouTube, you can just sign up with any miscellaneous email address. You know, it's not like it can track your IP and all that kind of stuff. Leave a comment, voice your concerns. You know, that's what we're here for. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your stories and you know, talk about that kind of stuff. You know, how much paperwork injured workers have to deal with on top of dealing with their injuries and rehabilitation and family and obligations and not returning to work and so on and so forth. So we're just about at the 10-minute mark, which is about 5 more minutes longer than I really wanted this video to run. But thank you very much for looking, and stay tuned, because I'm going to be putting up a couple more. We're going to talk about those E-Form 11s. They're very interesting. There's some very good stuff in there. You know, nothing like denying everything an injured worker's treating physician has to say. So this will be good. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye from the Forbes House.